Ryan, how much do you think that the player that, or the version of yourself that was on the court tonight can be over the course of an entire season? I mean, how do you feel like this is kind of a glimpse of what you can provide for this team?
I want to thank the managers for and Coach Brown for all the work they put in with me, from starting in Italy to now. Like today, we were in the gym, me and Coach Brown, and the managers getting shots up and just doing game stuff. And I think that translates. So when you put the work in, it translates on the court. And I've always believed in that, and I've seen myself progressively get better. So I'm going to keep doing that in my off time, and hopefully it keeps translating like it did today.
What does the extent of that work look like? I guess what kind of routine are we talking about?
Every night I come back here around 7 to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and I make anywhere from 500 to 700 shots. Catch and shoot off the dribble, free throws, everything. Because playing with X-Trey, Terrell, and all these guys, you never know what looks you're going to get. So, and then in the morning I'll work out with Coach Brown, and then we have practice. So I'm in here all day.
You guys fit the team with 13 points each. League scorers, you got 3 of them. Do you guys feel more confident now that you have the offensive weapons to spread the floor more and keep attention off of Xavier and Trey, who have been thought of as kind of your primary threats?
I mean, X and Trey are extremely good players, and Justin played awesome. Everyone knows his knee was messed up and those things and everything, but I think he played great. Big time rebound, deflections, I think it was 2, maybe 3 threes in the corner that were big for us, and he's really athletic. And I think we can spread guys more with Gerald, myself, and Justin on the court as well.
How do you feel about your own skill set? You showed the ability to drive to the basket, kick out some nice passes. Was that a point of emphasis for you to kind of break from your reputation as only a shooter?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I actually decided to leave Charlotte and go the junior college route, was because I felt like I was put in a little bit of a box. And Coach Capel, he puts me in a lot of ball screen situations, and I feel like if I see something, attack it, and hopefully it works out. If not, coming out. So.
Terrell, can you talk about your rebounding efforts tonight as a group and be a +2 against this team going forward?
Yeah, because we know from the past they're a big team. FSU is always tall. They always got trees down there. So Coach drilled that it's going to be a team rebounding effort. Not 1 or 2 guys are going to do it. So that's just what we drilled in. And from the start, it started on defense. Our offense, it ignites off our defense. So that's how it all started.
How much did it mean to you guys, especially in the first half? It looked like you kept pounding inside, even though most teams wouldn't do that. Why was that?
Because they're big, but they're going to foul. So if we can get them out, then that just opens the floor for Trey and X. And them 2 guys, watching them play in practice, they can get in the lane whenever they want. They get in the lane, people are going to collapse. Corner shooters like him, or the shooters in general, are going to be open and make shots. And that's what we did.
There's a lot of new guys on the team this year, and you're part of the elder statesmen of the team. How do you think you guys were able to come together with so many new faces in the lineup and win a game like this tonight?
Well, it all started from Italy.
Yeah.
It all started from Italy. Before Italy, we were just a group. I feel like after Italy, we became a team. And Coach told us that. He said, anytime we do a huddle, it's together, it's not family. After Italy, I feel like we became more family, especially after this, we're a family.
What happened in Italy?
We just bonded. If you have a group of guys for 2.5 weeks, no phones, and you don't see no social media, nothing. It's all you know. So you're around them 24/7, and you just get to know them, and you just get comfortable. Then that translates on the court.
When during that game did both you guys start to feel things shift and kind of start to feel that offense come alive a little bit? And what changed to allow that to happen?
After the first 2-3 minutes of the second, we felt like we looked at each other. We said, "We got to buckle up. We can't let this slip. This is our game." And we said it from the starters to the bench. And from there, we just strapped up and we just stuck to it.
Devin Vassell scored 11 points early in the second half, and after his 11th, you made the dunk, and then you went on a little run. You had 6 points. Did you just think I'm putting the team on my back? I got to get us back into this.
No.
You were drawn by
I just told myself I just have to make a play every possession. If that's rebounding, send a hard screen, getting someone open, rolling so someone else gets a shot. But I knew once I get it, I was going. I told myself I'm getting that ball down low, I'm going up, foul, everyone, whatever. So.
Did you ever think that little Latham was going to fall, or sort of howling the rim for several seconds?
I tried to take the one dribble and dunk it. He hit me, so it kind of brought me right back down. But I looked at it. I said, "You better go in."
Yeah.
Tell her to go in. She go in.
Ryan, obviously you took a chance coming here. What was the payoff like, the atmosphere, everything that went into tonight?
My mom was gonna hate me for saying this, but she wanted me no parts to come to the East Coast because she loves being back home in LA. So I was leaning towards it, but then talking to Coach Capel and his brother JC and Coach Brown and everybody, and my previous knew Trey and Aldis. So I came here and I just talked to them, and I realized how much like this place could be like rocking, and like I remember seeing Pittsburgh on TV in the Big East. So I was like, let's try to change the culture and try to turn something around, and kind of shock people. And I think today was like Coach says, brick by brick. So this was brick one, and now we just got hopefully fill it up again Saturday, like he said. So.
Where else could you have gone, Ryan?
My final schools I cut down to I was originally committed to Washington State. I had Texas Tech, Gonzaga, TCU, a lot of mid majors. I cut it down though really quick after Coach JC and I had a phone call and an in-home visit. So it cut down from like 25 to just 3 schools after tonight. My final schools are obviously here, Gonzaga and Washington State.
Is your mom coping with it any better?
She's actually here. She hasn't seen me play in a really long time just because Charlotte and now here. So, but she knows this makes me happy, and I love Pittsburgh. I love the people here, town. Obviously, that game was awesome. That was probably the most people I've played in front of since high school, or probably a lot more. I have no idea how many people were there, but it was awesome. Loved the atmosphere, and CACC and Coach Capel is. Everybody knows who Coach Capel is and his whole staff, so it was the right fit, and I'm happy I'm here.
What does it say about this team to sink 7 of your 9 final free throws?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
As a team to sink 7 of the final 9 free throws to close that thing out.
When we played Slippery Rock, we were like 31% I think from the free throw line. It was
terrible.
terrible, maybe 45 at best. And Coach had us do this drill at the end of practice where we'd run up and down with the ball. And then after we do 5 minutes of straight free throws, the whole team split up and go to hoops. And we did that probably this whole week and last week and every day. So, I mean, free throws win you games like you just saw. We missed those free throws, games up in the air. So those are big-time plays, like one step in the right direction.
That drill sounds like fun.
It's tiring.
So what's it mean to start the season on this kind of note, after there's been so many times where it seemed like you guys weren't able to kind of build on some momentum and to not have to think about this one for 3 weeks before you get another chance at an ACC game?
Well, being a returner, we saw how it went last year. So the returning guys, we told each other during the game, don't get too hard on this game. It's great that we won it, but we still got the whole preseason. And we got them again starting the ACC. So it's great to celebrate now, tonight, but after tonight, tomorrow we got practice at 1, and it means nothing. All we have is nickels.
The very first thing is that I want to, give a big-time shout-out to our crowd. I thought they were amazing, especially our student section. I thought their energy and intensity and passion really helped us and helped us push through. It was an ugly game, but I was really proud that we fought and we found a way to win. I thought we showed a lot of toughness, thought we showed a lot of togetherness. I thought there were some big-time plays made. We got an amazing contribution from our bench. And I thought, guys just fought. And we figured out a way to win. And really proud of our group. We have a very, very quick turnaround with the noon game on Saturday against a team that's pretty good and that almost won at Illinois last night. And so we have to enjoy this, but we have to be mature about it and be ready to move on to the next play tomorrow. So, questions?
What can you say about what Terrell did in the second half after they go up by 9?
Yeah. I thought Terrell was terrific. I thought it was one of his best games that he played since I've been here. He finished around the rim. He played with energy. Had a passion. He was talking. You could hear him. He played with confidence, and I thought our guys did a good job of finding him. I thought some things he did defensively was really good too. He blocked some shots. He changed some shots down there. But I thought our bench was really good. I thought he, Justin, and Murph were very, very good. And, you look at Justin, who hadn't, still not the instinctive athlete that he was earlier, but I thought he took a giant step in the second half. And he's a really talented player. And I thought, I think you saw some of that in the second half. And then Murph, obviously his ability to make shots, but I thought he did some stuff off the bounce today too that was really good. And, we needed every bit of it. And so really, really proud of those guys and their effort.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of $1 million question, Jeff, but how do you get Terrell to play and look like that with that kind of confidence, that kind of intensity on a more consistent basis?
Well, hopefully, him having success, especially in the first game against this type of opponent, helps him with his confidence for him to believe. But it's about becoming consistent. So it's about having consistent habits in everything that you do every day. And usually when you do that, that leads to you becoming a consistent player.
Coach, in the first half, you went hard at Florida State underneath the basket. Not a lot of teams would do that. What was your reasoning in doing that, and do you feel like it ended up paying off for you?
Well, it's what we do. We want to attack, and we feel like we have a couple of guards that can really, get in the paint and create off the bounce and do some things. Now, we know that they're a team usually with a lot of size, but we want to challenge that and also, to break the defense down. So that's who we are. It's what we do.
Your offense more effective in the second
Pardon
half?
me?
What made your offense more effective in the second half than it had been in the first half?
I thought we got a little bit more movement. The ball didn't stick as much. It still stuck a little bit too much, but it didn't do it as much. And then we made some shots. I mean, that's in the first half we got some wide open shots. We just didn't make them in the second half. We made some of those shots, and so it looked a little bit better.
Trent Forrest, usually pretty steady point guard, into 5 turnovers and only 2 assists. What did you guys do defensively?
Well, we wanted to go under on him. We wanted to try to crowd. He hasn't been a guy that's been a consistent shooter. From beyond the arc. Trent's a really good player. He's tough. He's a really good leader. I mean, I'm a big fan of his. But the other thing is that I thought we made him a volume shooter. That's something that we wanted to do. Certainly, them having a couple of guys in foul trouble in the first half probably made him shoot it a little bit more than he's accustomed to. But we just really tried to shrink the floor against him.
Jeff, you had talked about this being an ugly game. How much that do you attribute to it being a unique circumstance where you're opening up against a conference opponent where the teams aren't close to being where they aren't close to being what they'll be in a couple months?
I think that has a lot to do with it. I think if you watch, the games in the Champions Classic yesterday, I thought both of those games were ugly. I was watching a couple of games on the ACC network before our game, just sitting in the back, and I thought those games were ugly. I mean, it's what's to be expected, in my opinion, this time of year when you have a lot of new faces. If you're a team that has a veteran team, then maybe it's a little bit different. But our league is very unique in that there are a lot of new faces. And so, I'm not surprised by it. I'm just glad that we were able to find a way to win, even though we weren't at our best. And one of the reasons we weren't is Florida State's defense. They're a very difficult team to play against. If you go back, and I try not to talk about our game against them last year that much because it's in the past, but it was ugly last year. We just got to the line a lot. I think we shot a little bit less percentage this year than we did last year. They're a difficult team to play against. You can't simulate them in practice, and they're difficult, and it takes a little bit of time to get adjusted, and I thought it took us a while to get adjusted to it, tonight in this game.
Is it encouraging, though, that getting to the line at the end, you guys made 7 of the final 9 to close it out? Is that encouraging?
Yeah, it's encouraging, but we still need to be better there. We need to be more consistent. We're a team that I think, can get to the line a lot, and we have to be better there. We have to make teams pay when we get there. But I was proud that we stepped up down the stretch and guys made some big ones.
Coach, how happy were you with your rebounding effort tonight?
Really happy. I thought that was the key of the game. There was a defensive rebound that we got. I think Trey got it right around 4 minutes. There was a big-time rebound. He went up out of his area, and he was determined to get it, at that point in the game, and we had talked about it in timeouts. Right around the 10-minute mark, we were in the bonus. And so anytime you could go after, a defensive rebound, and sometimes they'll foul you, that gives us free throws. But I thought that's something we've tried to work on. We know it's a thing that was an Achilles heel of ours last year, and it's something that we've really tried to work on. And it was good to see us do a pretty good job here in this game where we out-rebounded this team. And then in the second half, I don't know how many offensive rebounds they got. I think they had about 6, maybe 7 at halftime. So that would make us do a really good job in the second half if I'm correct. I think it was about 7 at halftime that they had.
Last year about needing to change the mentality about rebounding, especially for the guards. Do you think that has come a long way since last year?
I think it has. I think it's come a long way. I think we've also recruited, and we have, some new guys in here that have a little bit different athleticism to them. I think the returning guys, they've heard it enough, and we've drilled it a lot, and I think they understand that's what wins basketball games. I thought our first shot defense last year was pretty good, but our inability to rebound really hurt us. I thought our first shot defense, here tonight was pretty good. And I thought in the second half, especially, even though they shot 50%, I thought, we did a much better job on the glass throughout the 40 minutes of the game.
You didn't sub in the final 12 minutes there. Was that something that at some point it just kind of occurred to you, all right, these guys are staying in unless somebody fouls out, or did it just kind of evolve?
I coach on rhythm, man. I don't have any set patterns or going into it, this guy's going to play X amount of minutes. I thought we had a good group. I thought they had a good thing going, and I wanted to ride with them. And they did a really, really good job. And it's nothing against anyone else. We're going to need all of them. If you would have told me coming into this game that against Florida State that, Justin would play 23 minutes and play 12 minutes straight. I don't know if he's played 12 minutes straight in practice. And so for him to be able to do that, and to do it at a high level and to make some shots and make some plays, that's a big thing for us. But we need them all. And, guys, after the first game, I hope we don't have anyone with their head down because we need them all. And we're going to need them at noon on Saturday.
How similar, Jeff, is the Ryan that we saw out there tonight to the one that that you guys have seen over the past 5-6 months?
Yeah, he's done a good job for us. I mean, he has a talent in that he can really shoot, and he's very confident. But he also knows how to play. He's a little bit better off the bounce, and he just, he knows how to play, and he has a passion for playing. I thought we missed him some tonight. I still think there are areas, especially in transition, where we can do a better job of finding him. And I think, as we understand as a group, as a team, how to utilize that weapon a little bit more, I think that'll help us become even better.